Welcome back to another fascinating journey into the world of rare coins and hidden treasures. Today, we are going to talk about the United States 1-cent coin from the year 1990, struck at the Denver Mint, the 1990 D. Lincoln cent. At first glance, this may look like just another ordinary penny, the type you see in your pocket change every single day, but hidden within this simple copper-plated zinc coin is a story that combines history, numismatics, rarity, and potential value. Many people do not realize that even the smallest denomination coin can carry secrets of minting errors, collector demand, and surprising worth in the marketplace. This is not just a coin, it is a tiny piece of American history, and by the end of this video, you might be looking at your pocket change with brand new eyes. The 1990 D penny features the familiar bust of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner back in 1909. His portrait has remained one of the longest-running coin designs in the history of the United States, symbolizing freedom, leadership, and resilience. On the reverse, we see the Lincoln Memorial, a design that was introduced in 1959 to celebrate Lincoln's 150th birthday. While millions of these coins were minted at the Denver facility, not all of them are equal. Collectors are especially interested in examples that are preserved in high grades, coins that have never circulated, or those that display unique mint errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or even transitional planchet mistakes. These rare varieties can elevate the value of a penny that normally trades for just 1 cent into hundreds, even thousands of dollars. To understand the true worth of a 1990 D penny, you need to look at condition and rarity. A circulated example that has been passed from hand to hand over decades will usually only be worth face value, 1 cent. But if you find an uncirculated or mint-state coin, graded MS65 or higher by professional grading services, the price can jump significantly. Some pristine examples have sold for $100 or more, and in rare cases where an extraordinary error is involved, the price has climbed to several $1,000s. One of the most famous errors linked to 1990 pennies is the so-called no S proof cent from the San Francisco Mint, where the S mint mark was accidentally left out on proof coins. Although this specific error applies to proof coins, it has made all 1990 cents more closely examined by collectors, just in case hidden surprises are discovered. When we discuss the 1990 D penny, we are also talking about a turning point in U.S. coinage. By this time, pennies were being made from a copper-plated zinc composition, a change that began in 1982 when the U.S. Mint shifted away from the more expensive 95% copper alloy. This meant that the 1990 D cent weighed only 2.5 grams compared to the heavier pre-1982 copper cents that weighed 3.11 grams. Because of this difference, some collectors love to compare the ringing sound, the feel, and the look of the two types, adding to the intrigue of the series. Every coin tells a story, and the 1990 D penny is no exception. Imagine how many hands the small coin has passed through in over 30 years. From grocery stores and vending machines to banks and savings jars, the humble penny has traveled countless miles, silently carrying with it a snapshot of American life. And yet, some of these coins never made it into circulation. They were carefully saved by collectors, tucked away in rolls, or preserved in mint sets, waiting for the day when they might reveal their hidden value. So, how do you know if your 1990 D penny is valuable? First, check the condition. If it looks brand new, shiny, and crisp, it might already be worth keeping aside. Second, look for unusual features like doubling in the lettering, weak strikes, or off-center images. Third, consider getting it graded if you believe you have a high-quality specimen. A professionally certified coin always sells for a premium compared to one that is raw or ungraded. In the end, the 1990 D Lincoln cent is a reminder that no coin should be underestimated. Even the smallest, most common-looking penny has the potential to surprise you. It is a lesson in patience, observation, and appreciation for history. Collectors all around the world continue to search for these hidden gems, hoping to find that one extraordinary example that turns a simple 1-cent piece into a treasure worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So, the next time you come across a 1990 D penny, don't just spend it without a second thought. Take a closer look, because you might just be holding a valuable piece of numismatic history in your hand. And remember, in the world of coins, knowledge is power, and even a penny can change your fortune. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that looks ordinary at first glance, just a small piece of metal worth 5 cents, but when you dive into its background, you realize it holds history, value, and sometimes even hidden fortune. Today, we are going to uncover the story of the 2014 P. Jefferson nickel from America. This is not just about a simple coin, this is about the art, the history, and the surprising value that could be resting in your pocket change without you even knowing. The Jefferson nickel has been a part of American life since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel and honoring the third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson. The 2014 P nickel continues that legacy, struck at the Philadelphia Mint, carrying the small but powerful P mint mark. At first, it may look like just another nickel, but collectors and numismatists know that details matter. Small variations, special errors, or pristine conditions can turn this 5-cent coin into something worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars. On the obverse side, you will see Jefferson's portrait, designed with sharp lines and powerful features that remind us of leadership and vision. On the reverse, the Monticello, Jefferson's historic home, stands proudly, symbolizing his role not only as a president but also as a thinker, writer, and architect. Every line on the Monticello is carefully engraved, and when you look at a perfect, uncirculated 2014 P nickel, those details shine with beauty. Now, let us talk about its value. In circulation, the 2014 P Jefferson nickel is still worth 5 cents. But in the world of coin collecting, condition changes everything. A worn, everyday coin will not bring more than its face value, but a coin in mint state condition, graded MS65 or higher, can fetch a much better price. Some collectors are willing to pay anywhere from $5 to $20 for a perfectly preserved example, and rare errors can bring much more. Coins with full steps on the Monticello, meaning the lines of the steps are fully visible without wear, are especially valuable to collectors because they are harder to find. Another interesting fact is that millions of these coins were minted, yet not all survived in perfect condition. Most entered circulation, picked up scratches, dings, and wear from everyday use. That's why collectors seek out uncirculated rolls or proof-like strikes. Imagine if you came across a flawless 2014 P nickel with sharp details and full steps. That little coin could easily be worth $100 or more, depending on demand in the market. Collectors also search for errors, like double die strikes, off-center minting, or unusual die cracks. These minting mistakes, though rare, make ordinary coins unique and highly collectible. A simple error could turn a 5-cent piece into a coin worth hundreds of dollars. That's why every coin in your change deserves a closer look. You never know what treasure may be hiding in plain sight. The beauty of the 2014 P nickel lies not only in its potential value but also in its connection to American history. Thomas Jefferson's image reminds us of freedom, democracy, and innovation, while the Monticello represents architecture and personal achievement. This is more than just a coin, it is a story struck in metal, passed from hand to hand, from generation to generation. So next time you find a 2014 P nickel in your pocket, don't just toss it aside. Study it, check its condition, look for those small details that could mean a difference between 5 cents and $50. For coin lovers, every nickel is a mystery waiting to be solved, and every discovery adds to the adventure of collecting. Coins like the 2014 P Jefferson nickel remind us that value is not only about money, but also about history, design, and the hidden treasures we often overlook. Keep your eyes open, because what looks like a simple coin could be a collector's prize.